You know a little bit more about me, maybe too much, but it's fine. Hello! So today I thought I'd film a video about my Disney audition horror story. I've seen a bunch of these floating around and I thought I'd make my own because I had a pretty bad one. So I turned 18 in November of my senior year of high school, and I actually lived about half an hour away from Disneyland, so I made it a goal to go to as many auditions as I could that were in the area. And I went to a couple character host auditions because for Disneyland you have to audition to be a character host, the equivalent of character attendant in Florida. So I'd been to, I believe, 2 of those auditions, and I'd gotten very close to the end but never got the job, like very, very close, like sitting there for 6 hours the whole day and then getting cut at the very last bit. So it got to the point where, I believe it was around June, I had received an email to an invite-only audition for character hosts, and that's where this story starts. Knowing that this audition was in June is very important because I was about to go to college in mid-August, so I kind of knew I wouldn't be able to accept anything if I was offered it unless there was like a tradition scheduled like that week or 2 that I could do, but I knew that that probably wasn't going to happen. But I decided just to go anyway. It was at Disneyland, so I parked in the backstage parking lot where cast members could park, and I made my way to the audition room. Everything was fine, as I thought. It's important to know that my brother had come down with a crazy stomach bug or food poisoning or something a day or 2 before, but that was not on my radar whatsoever. So the audition begins, everything is going fine. They do a couple rounds, there's only about 30 people there. Some of them are current cast members and some of them are people who are in similar situations as I was. But I go in for the first round, everything's fine. My group goes back to the holding room, and then my stomach started feeling a little weird, so I went to the bathroom to like see what was up. So it turns out that I had either the same stomach bug or a similar one that my brother had. So I was now acutely aware of this fact. I made my way back out of the bathroom. Nothing had happened yet, but I remember talking to the woman who was like the number before me in the audition lineup and being like, hey, look, here's what's up. I'm not feeling too hot. So if they call anything or like ask our group to come back, I might be in the bathroom. My group had already gone in once at this point, so it was before we were about to go in for a second round that I made my way to the bathroom a second time and was not as lucky. I actually threw up backstage. Disneyland, that's cool, love that. So I was already, there was evidence that I was not doing well. So I made my way back to the room though because I thought they were gonna make some sort of big announcement, and they did. So they actually pulled everyone into the room and told us that we all had gotten the job, and then they broke us into smaller groups to start like discussing logistics, and I had to excuse myself to go to the bathroom to puke again after I had just been told I got like my first job at Disneyland and probably knew I wasn't gonna be able to accept it, but that didn't have anything to do with me getting sick. So once I was able to get back on my feet, I made it back into the audition room, spoke one-on-one with one of the recruiters and was like, hey, I'm going to school. So she said that the timing just wasn't right and to give her a call when I came back. However, that's irrelevant, but they had someone escort me out to the parking lot just because we were like deep in the backstages of Disneyland. And I made it to my car, luckily, but I threw up once again in the cast parking lot. It's fine, just standing by my car, and I had to call my mom and be like, hi, yes, I cannot drive home. I am very, very sick. Please come pick me up. I threw up backstage in Disneyland at my only successful Disney audition. We can laugh about it now since it has been enough time and I'm able to be a cast member now, yay! But it was really fun to be able to tell my friends that LOL, I threw up in Disneyland, like backstage at Disneyland, wasn't even a cast member. So that is my dumb Disney audition horror story. If you were expecting like crying or like they didn't cast me, like it wasn't any of that. It was me actually throwing up. So like that's more terrible than like they didn't cast me, like I'm not a princess. Well, I hope you liked that video. You got a little insight into some of my personal life, you know, a little bit more about me, maybe too much, but it's fine. Thanks for watching and I'll see you real soon.